My name's Kevin Smith, and this is my story. I grew up in Southern California, a little town called Brawley in the Imperial Valley. Grew up in a Christian home. Got saved when I was 5. Had Christian parents, couldn't complain there. Probably didn't really get excited about God until I was probably in about high school, maybe 7th, 8th grade. Started doing campus life, whatnot. Had my core group I hung out with, which was a bunch of guys my age and my grade, which it went from wrestlers, football players, basketball players, BMX racers like myself, band geeks like my twin brother, and we had our core group, and we were really strong. And our mentor really did a great job on making us focus on Christ instead of going out and partying and whatnot. About the end of my junior year, I was at a downhill race, and called my dad, told him, "Hey Dad, I just won another race." And he didn't have the excitement like he usually has. He just said, "Hey, good job. I'll talk to you whenever you get home. We need to talk." My dad is still one of my closest best friends. He was my spiritual leader in my life, and still somewhat is. He was what I looked up to. I wanted to be. And came home after that race. My dad decided to tell me that he had been cheating on my mom for 2 years, and I lost all hope in my father, all faith in my dad, all faith in anything I believed in, because I focused a lot of my faith on my father. He taught me everything. Pastor Brown preached a sermon called Being Real. You being real with yourself, being real with others, being real with your church, and being real with Jesus. That probably got a hold of my heart. That got a hold of my heart where I knew I was supposed to do something. I needed to finish school. I needed to start being real with my friends about my faith, my parents about my problems, my habits, being real to my brother. That was a life-changing message for me, where no matter what, that if I was real with someone, especially my parents, they were not going to stop loving me. And I knew that Jesus, if I was real with him, if I lived this life and just gave it to him and said, you know what, this is me, this is how I am, he'll still love me no matter what. 5 or 10 years from now, what I'll be doing is, I have no clue. I am just going to leave it in God's hands and let him open doors and let him close doors throughout my whole life. If I thought that a student, someone in the chapel, a student anywhere, thought that their story doesn't matter, I'm living proof that your story can matter. I don't have a huge salvation where I got saved because of this pastor or you know, I was in this certain gang or whatnot. I was a simple kid from California who grew up in a Christian home with great parents, who decided to do just stuff his own way instead of God's way. So no matter what, everyone's story matters. My name's Kevin Smith, and this is my story.